17 years ago, helicopters landed at St. Hubert, a lab where dinosaurs were kept for research. One scientist carelessly dropped a chocolate bar wrapper on the floor. A gust of wind blew it into a vent, triggering a malfunction that opened the dinosaur enclosures. As the creatures broke free, the scientists ran. One managed to shut the door, trapping another scientist inside. He begged for help, but the woman outside froze when she saw a Drex behind him. The creature attacked as he screamed. Dinosaurs ruled the food chain for 32 years, but climate change and disease began wiping them out. The last ones migrated to a tropical island near the equator, now off limits to humans. The story begins with Martin Krebs, CEO of a pharmaceutical company, attending the unveiling of an Apatosaurus statue. Back at his car, he's surprised by Zora, already waiting inside. He offers her a job for an upcoming mission, but when she learns it involves entering forbidden territory, she refuses. Martin convinces her with a $10 million offer and promises to bring others. They visit a nearly shut-down dinosaur museum and meet Dr. Henry, an expert who explains the top land, sea, and air dinosaurs. He believes dinosaur DNA may help cure heart disease, but has never seen one in real life. Though reluctant at first due to legal risks, Henry eventually agrees to join the mission. They travel 402 miles north to meet Duncan and Atwater. Martin agrees to pay extra since they must remain undetected. On the ship, Henry explains why dinosaurs moved closer to the equator. Warmer climate helped them survive. Atwater suggests using a neurotoxin to temporarily paralyze the dinosaurs for safe sampling. Henry disagrees, but agrees it's their only option and teaches them how to extract samples. Later, Duncan talks to Zora about her struggles with guilt over a colleague's death and missing her mother's funeral. She sees this mission as a chance for redemption and a better life. Meanwhile, a yacht sails nearby. On board are Ruben, his daughters Isabella and Teresa's boyfriend Xavier. When a large creature strikes their boat, it capsizes. Xavier gets stuck inside, but Ruben helps him escape. As they regroup, the creature, a mosasaurus, chases Xavier but then swims away. Martin's team picks up Ruben's radio signal. They debate whether to rescue them. Ruben shoots a flare, and Martin's team saves them. Dr. Henry identifies the dinosaur as a mosasaurus. Ruben wants his family dropped off, but the crew focuses instead on tracking the dinosaur's signal. They located the mosasaurus and quickly got to work. As the pilot and co-pilot flew in closer, Zora picked up a gun loaded with neurotoxin and a vial to collect a blood sample. She missed the first shot, but the mosasaurus resurfaced, giving her another chance. This time, she hit it, temporarily paralyzing the creature, allowing the team to safely extract the sample. The vial, equipped with a parachute, floated down and was recovered. The team celebrated. One sample down, 2 to go. Soon after, a group of large dinosaurs appeared. They were predators for the mosasaurus. One attacked the boat, and Bobby tried to stop it with a neurotoxin gun, but was killed. Isabella, terrified after witnessing this, slid across the tilting boat. Her father, Ruben, caught her but hurt his leg in the process, still managing to save her from an attacking dinosaur. Duncan steered the boat towards shallow water, hoping the dinosaurs wouldn't follow. Meanwhile, Teresa tried to radio for help. Martin, knowing this could expose their illegal mission, tried to stop her. In the struggle, Teresa slipped and fell into the water. Her father and Xavier, her boyfriend, saw it, and Xavier dove in to save her. Ruben, realizing the boat was doomed, jumped overboard with Isabella. The mosasaurus struck the boat, causing everyone to fall into the river, except Duncan and Leclerc, the pilot, who crashed the boat on St. Hubert Island. Xavier rescued Teresa, and they swam to a nearby island, where Ruben and Isabella joined them shortly. Elsewhere, Zora's group also resurfaced and regrouped with Duncan. But their reunion was cut short when a dinosaur attacked and killed Nina, the co-pilot, horrifying everyone. Some began doubting the mission, but Zora, desperate for the money, encouraged them to keep going. Martin revealed they were now on St. Hubert, a lab site where dinosaurs were genetically modified, making them far more dangerous. With no weapons, they pressed on to retrieve the remaining 2 samples. Meanwhile, Ruben discovered a thermos pipe leading to a village and led his family that way. Teresa was still angry at Martin for nearly letting her die. On the other side, the mercenaries began tracking a Titanosaurus to collect the second sample. Ruben instructed the group to find sticks to clear their path. While doing this, Isabella encountered a small herbivorous dinosaur. It startled her, but Teresa scared it away. Later, while the family slept, Xavier stood watch. Isabella, hearing a noise, saw the little dinosaur return. She fed it and let it curl up beside her. Meanwhile, as Xavier stepped away to pee, a raptor ambushed him, but before it could strike, it was attacked and killed by a mutodon. At dawn, the team reached a valley and spotted a herd of titanosaurs, an awe-inspiring sight. As the group admired them, Dr. Henry, deeply moved, approached one as it was mating season. He finally touched a dinosaur he had studied his whole life, shedding tears. Zora fired the dart successfully. The sample was collected, and Duncan caught it as Martin stored it in his suitcase. The second mission went smoothly. Only one sample remained. Meanwhile, Ruben's group continued toward the village, allowing Isabella to keep the little dinosaur as a comfort companion. Isabella placed the small dinosaur in her backpack. While moving through the forest, the group fell into a pit and landed on the other side of the woods. The frightened dinosaur ran off, and Isabella wondered what scared it. Teresa explored and found a dinosaur torn apart. Suddenly, another dinosaur approached her, but quickly ran off. Turning around, Teresa saw a massive T-Rex sleeping nearby. Her family signaled her to return quietly, but she instead entered a small shelter, found a raft, and dragged it to the water. As she inflated it, she realized the T-Rex was gone. She quickly paddled back to her family, and they all got into the raft, just as the T-Rex reappeared and began chasing them. Though they paddled fast, the T-Rex swam after them and capsized the raft. The T-Rex went after Ruben, but he escaped to a narrow part of the river with 2 pillars. Everyone else followed, except Isabella, who was stuck under the raft. The T-Rex bit into the raft, but Isabella had already slipped out. It chased her, but she reached the narrow passage and the T-Rex gave up. Meanwhile, the mercenaries reached a mountaintop. To avoid risk, they decided to get the third sample from a Quetzalcoatlus egg instead of darting the dinosaur. Leclerc was tied to a rope and lowered, joined by Zora and Dr. Henry, while Martin and Duncan stayed up top. They found eggs in the nest, and Dr. Henry carefully extracted samples. He suggested giving the samples away for free to benefit the world, which Zora considered. But the mother Quetzalcoatlus returned, alerted by Leclerc, but too late. It attacked them. Leclerc tried to distract it, and was pulled up, but the Quetzalcoatlus caught, and ate him before he reached the top. During the chaos, Dr. Henry fell, but Zora held him with a rope. He managed to pop the sample vial, which floated down safely. Though the rope snapped and Henry fell, trees broke his fall, and he landed in the river. The others soon joined him. The third and final sample had been collected. Ruben's family followed the pipe by raft, reaching what they thought was a village, but it wasn't. The mercenaries also arrived at the facility. Zora noticed footprints and realized Ruben's family had been there. Despite Martin's protests, wanting to wait for the helicopter, she went after them. Zora found the family. Teresa exposed Martin for letting her fall into the river. Shocked, the group confronted him, but Martin held them off with a gun. He retrieved the suitcase with the samples while they waited for pickup. Suddenly, the generator turned on, and mutated dinosaurs ambushed them. The group scattered through tunnels. Dr. Henry and Duncan discovered it was a lab where unethical gene experiments had been done. Martin and Zora hid under a vehicle as dinosaurs attacked, with Martin firing wildly, but missing. Meanwhile, Isabella found her pet dinosaur again, but was attacked. She hid in a refrigerator while Ruben created a diversion to save her. The helicopter arrived, and Duncan told Dr. Henry to hold the pilot while he got the others. But a dinosaur blocked Henry. Martin tricked Zora, stole a truck, and left her behind. She hid in the woods, then entered the tunnel once the coast was clear. The pilot, not seeing anyone, was preparing to leave when Dr. Henry fired a flare. They turned back, but just as they returned, the Drex caught and destroyed the helicopter. Dr. Henry was stunned. He returned to the tunnel where the rest were regrouping. Together, they mapped out a plan to reach a nearby boat and escape. As they moved through the tunnel, they reunited with Zora, who saw a dinosaur behind them. She quickly fired the pistol she had taken from Martin. At the tunnel's end, they found the exit was blocked. A dinosaur was closing in, but Isabella spotted a small hole in the wall, crawled through it, and managed to open the door from the outside. Everyone escaped just in time and shut the door behind them. Outside, the Drex kept chasing them, until Martin suddenly crashed his truck into its path. The Drex attacked and devoured Martin, dropping the briefcase with the samples. Zora grabbed it, and they all ran toward the boat. Just as they were about to leave, the Drex spotted Isabella and charged. Duncan, seeing the danger, used himself as bait, firing a flare and luring the Drex into the ocean. The plan worked, and the others safely got on board. As the boat took off, they spotted another flare in the distance. It was Duncan, still alive. They pulled him aboard. By morning, they were finally heading home. As they discussed what to do with the samples, Zora made a bold decision. They would use them to help save lives, not for profit. The end. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy movies and animations, don't forget to subscribe to Switch Recap for more amazing recaps. Goodbye.